Good morning. Today I will make a radical video about escaping a narcissistic death cult of one and how it feels. So, why a death cult of one? A narcissistic family unit is led by a cult leader, and the cult leader is a dead child from a dead mother. Why dead? Of course, not necessarily literally dead. What I mean by this is that narcissistic persons is a post-traumatic condition from bad parenting. So there is also some Wagner's dual mothership model that you can educate yourself about. And what it basically means is that in this parenting, the mother figure, the maternal figure, as a maternal figure, is dead, is absent. So it's physically there, but parts of this person are not there, simply not there. So this is a reproductive system of a dead mother creating a dead child, and the dead child again becomes a dead mother, and the dead mother unconsciously tries to reproduce the pattern again and create dead children by idealization, recreating the narcissistic family pattern with golden child, helper child, and invisible child, and by creating this death cult, this coercive atmosphere, the shared fantasy. So it's a repeating pattern of dead children coming from dead mothers. And when you are part of this death cult, and you create healthy boundaries for yourself, and you act based on moral core and make civilized decisions, when you stick to the law, and you take accountability and responsibility for everything you do, and for your children, and for your pets, all of this will be used against you. So, when you create boundaries for yourself, a narcissist perceives this as an attack against them. It creates a narcissistic injury in them. And Sam Wagner said that the narcissist is not only highly competitive, but is not competing him or herself, which means they don't compete by investing into the competition and to find out, and then it's good after this, it is settled. No, the narcissist eradicates competition. He does this by using coercive control tools like triangulation, which is like gang stalking, and manipulation tactics like coercive control. He also might tell you things like, when you are coercively controlled, when bad things happen in your life and you have no idea why, if somebody sabotages you, you will start to become paranoid, and you will see sabotage where there is no sabotage. You will become paranoid. You will see that everything that happens to you might be secretly done in the background, because a few things you found out are really being done, and this can put you, yeah, in the state of how a person feels that is coercively controlled. It basically brings you in the CPTSD state. So how does coercive control work? I told you it's a manipulation strategy to eradicate competition. The narcissist will slowly but surely constrict you of basic parts of your life. The narcissist also uses communication and language as a weapon. I could make a whole video only about this topic. You have to check out Sam Wagner's video about these topics. That for the narcissist, speech and communication is a weapon. It's absolutely dysfunctional. You should not communicate with a narcissist. You should not try to. Okay. In other words, you should triangulate the narcissist back, which means you don't communicate to the narcissist, but through moderators only. In most cases, narcissism is the antidote to narcissism. It goes to the degree that when you take a family therapist that takes sessions with both of you, they will unconsciously support the narcissist and tell you, why did you let this happen? Why didn't you punch the narcissist in the face? Why didn't you take silver bullets as ammunition? Does not everybody know that when you're facing vampires, you're supposed to shoot them with silver bullets, protect yourself with garlic, and do exorcism on them? So you acting as a civilized person, not bringing violence into the home of your children, sticking to the law, trusting in other people, will be used against you even by people from the outside. And this is a form of extended victim blaming. Okay? The narcissist also never had an intimate relationship to you. This is why the narcissist gave you a lot of freedom in the relationship, which you thought is something that they do for you, and you reciprocate this freedom for the narcissist. This is also the goal of this freedom. But when you allow the narcissist to have a relationship to another person, the narcissist allows you also to have relationships to other person. Yet when the narcissistic injury is triggered, they start manipulating all your relationships that they allowed you to have, and then in the background coercively, secretly talking to each one of them. And as a result, all these relationships will evaporate, even though you allow the narcissist to have a relationship to another psychopath, and the narcissist puts this relationship in your face, and you did not manipulate this because you did not know, you didn't see that the narcissist is coercively controlling you since a long time. So the narcissist is ahead of you because you think you're still a team. They think you're still interested in or the narcissist knows that you're still interested in maintaining the family structure for the children, and that you have principles, and using this all of this against you. Since a long time for the narcissist, it's clear that the family is already broken. The family will be is not, it is not molded in the way the narcissist wants the family. The narcissist needs a cult where he is worshipped and everybody supports the shared fantasy. And because you don't do, it is an advantage for the narcissist that you still think that you are in some way on a level of common sense and human communication, because then it's easier for him to establish the coercive control. And the goal is, again, to eradicate competition, which means the narcissist will destroy and constrict things of your basic life. He or she might have control over your finances, which is common amongst couples in marriage. And he will then restrict the money from you. He will steal the money from you. He will delete your bank account without your permission. He will triangulate you with other psychopaths. He will sleep deprivate you. He will manipulate your working situation. He can do calls to the local police department, even when you're driving, to test you. So he will try to do everything to destabilize you. Okay? And again, not all of this might be really the works of the narcissist. Something might be really bad luck. But the narcissist tells you that once you're in this position of bad things happening in your life, you might start get paranoid. You might think that everything that happens to you is created by the people who are sabotaging you. Yeah, and the result of this is you are being mobbed out of the family. And by this, the family shows its dysfunctionality and becomes more dysfunctional. And when you try to return, the narcissist will show the true face of who he is, okay? And yeah, and yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So you will you will be constricted of contact to your children. You will be constricted to contact to your pets. You will be forced to put your dog away, because the narcissist will say, "I cannot take care of your dog now that you are gone," and things like that. Okay? Yeah, so the narcissist takes full control over all your relationships, over your kids, over your pets, over your money, over your property, and will fake your signature to dissolve your bank account, to change the ownership of the car, and yeah, so they will do borderline criminal things. And it goes to the degree, again, that when then you stand up for yourself and try to make the narcissist accountable for what he or she does, and there is a family therapist talking to both of you, they will say again, why did you let that happen? Why didn't you punch the narcissist in the face? Why didn't you treat him like a vampire? Why was you following principles? Why did you stay in, why did you follow the law? Why did you follow civilized behavior? It all has been used against you. Why did you do that? So this is an extended form of victim blaming, and it shows that it shows that a narcissist is a master manipulator that can make everybody, of all your private relationships as well as public relationships as well as professional relationships. So I'm talking of your friends, intimate partners, therapists, everybody is manipulated by the narcissist without knowing it to fit in this coercive control pattern, okay? And the truth is that you are the only person that is accountable here. You are the only person that knows what functional communication is and how it works. And you are the only person that has not become criminal, has no criminal energy in this, okay? You're the person taking responsibility for your children and even letting your children go so they are not torn in two pieces by the narcissist that is violently holding to them. There is this story of Solomon, the King Solomon, where two mothers claim that the child is theirs. And then Solomon says, okay, we cut the child in two with a sword. And then the true mother lets the child go. So you let the child go because you're the true mother. Do you remember? The narcissist is a dead child from a dead mother, becoming a dead mother, her or himself, and recreating this pattern of dead people. So this is why the narcissistic family is a death cult of one, coming from a dead mother, being run by a dead child that is a dead mother. And why I say dead child is because narcissism is a post-traumatic condition coming from early childhood. A child from a dead mother is traumatized and stays stuck in childhood and growing up to another dead mother. And it's really hard to escape from this kind of coercive control because, again, creating healthy boundaries is perceived as a narcissistic injury. And the result of a narcissistic injury is coercive control because the narcissist is highly competitive and then tries to eradicate all competition and is a master manipulator. Good luck. And you will win in the long term. Narcissistic psychopathy is a high risk taking, short term strategy that creates dead people, and we stay alive.